Something is up with Hogwarts Legacy and Avalanche Software. Avalanche Software is working on a new open world action RPG. Surprise, surprise. All I know is when you go to their official career site right here, guys, and you go view job openings, then we're going to search all Avalanche Software jobs, and you see not one, not two, try 11 job postings. Right here, 11 total jobs for Avalanche Software. So this is the oldest one right here. We've talked about that one before. So I'm gonna go into each one of these and highlight what I think is some pretty interesting language here. And we're gonna see if we can't piece together what's happening. By the way, if you guys are new here and not yet subscribed, we are trying to hit 67,000 subscribers by the end of the week. So go ahead and make sure you subscribe. You won't miss any content like all the latest news, theories, and updates on games like Hogwarts Legacy. So right now, we're gonna scroll back here. And again, we've already talked about that one in the past, but I am going to go ahead and click on Senior Character Artist. I think that is an older one as well, but I just want to show you guys, I want to point out some of the language that they're using here, because this bit right here, under this section called Who We Are, join the team behind the blockbuster open world action RPG Hogwarts Legacy as we create what's next. So remember that, because you've got that piece of information talking about them creating what's next. However, if you scroll down and look at some of these additional details, there's going to be some interesting things that don't necessarily conflict with that, but make you wonder if there's something more going on than just what that first paragraph says. Now, of all the things on this one that jump out to me, I've got to talk about this bullet point right here. Developed character concepts in collaboration with the art director, ensuring they fit the game's aesthetic and narrative ambitions. Now, developing character concepts, I mean, do you guys agree that sounds like new character concepts, right? Like you're working on a brand new character rather than working on adjustments to characters that you already know and have in the game. Now, if we jump all the way back to the oldest job listing, the one for the lead advanced technical artist, notice this language right here under role overview here. It says you will be part of a versatile tech art team working with the latest technology, developing a high profile AAA title. So we've got two pieces of information here. We've got join the team behind the blockbuster open world action RPG Hogwarts Legacy as we create what's next. And then under here, we also have developing a high profile AAA title. Now we have to try and read between the lines a bit here, right? Could it in fact be that they're working on Hogwarts Legacy, the current game that we already know about? It's possible, I suppose. We have that rumor from Jason Schreier that they're working on a director's cut with the assistance of Rocksteady. So it is entirely possible that that's the high-profile AAA title that they're referring to right here. But hold on. Let's take a look at these other listings. So next we have one for an advanced software engineer. The first three that we talked about were all related to the artist. This one here, advanced software engineer. So again, they've got the join the team line right there, the one that we know and expect. But then look at this right here. They go and expand even further on this one. So it says Avalanche, a division of WB Games, is seeking an advanced software engineer to join our growing team of talented industry veterans working on our game Hogwarts Legacy. Okay, wait. So this person is working on the current game? Will work closely with the project engineering, art, and design leads to develop high-quality game features for AAA games for next-generation platforms. So we definitely have to keep in mind that this is not written by the marketing people. This is written by the HR team. Now, all the companies that I've worked for, once you get something approved in HR, you kind of want to just keep using it as long as you can until you absolutely have to change it. So it's entirely possible that what we're seeing here is jobs posted at various points, and they've had different kind of approval language that they've been allowed to use. And so they haven't necessarily went back and changed the other ones so that they all match, which for people like us trying to read between the lines and figure everything out, it is confusing. And honestly, if you were applying for a role here, I could see how it would be a little bit confusing as well. But at the very least, I think we can definitively say at least some people at Avalanche are in fact working on the what's next. Even if they do have a group of people there that are currently working on more content for Hogwarts Legacy. Of course, we know about the big rumor of the director's cut, so maybe they're helping the Rocksteady folks with that. So maybe this advanced software engineer right here is actually going to be assisting those people that are currently working on the game that we already have. All right, next we have a listing for another advanced software engineer. Let's see if the language is pretty much the same here. Yep, join the team as we create what's next. Yep, we have this same line right here. You've got the AAA line about next generation platforms. Oh, and don't worry, on every single one of these, I'm searching for MMO, online, and multiplayer to see if it's at all mentioned on these listings. So far, we haven't had any of those, and it looks like there's a third straight advanced software engineer. So they have 3 of those roles currently open right there. And again, this language looks like it is exactly the same. All right, after the advanced software engineer, we've got 2 for associate artist environment. Let's take a look at these. Yeah, so it still has this line, which so far that one has been consistent throughout all of these, but it doesn't have that extra piece that again mentions Hogwarts Legacy or the AAA team. All right, next associate artist, even though it also says environment, I can tell there is a difference right away because this one says associate environment artist. This one says associate texture artist environment. Not sure if that's a typo or what, but this one has a focus on texture and materials work. You'll play a crucial role in bringing our rich game worlds to life. Game worlds, plural? Our ideal candidate is comfortable taking inspiration from multiple sources, including reference images and paintovers. All right, now we have a senior producer role as well as a producer role, and I am super curious to see the specific language that they use on these. All right, so they have the line right there that we've seen in all these, but then they also say Avalanche Software, a division of Warner Brothers Games Incorporated, seeks a senior producer. Join the team who created Hogwarts Legacy on a new open world action RPG. Hold up, ladies and gentlemen. Is this new information? All right, I know I read too much into these things, but let's read that again. And you guys tell me if I'm crazy or not. Join the team who created Hogwarts Legacy, comma, on a new open world action RPG. Dude, I mean, is it confirmed? No MMO? No MMO? Guys, I think that's about as close to unofficial confirmation as we're gonna get. Avalanche Software is working on a new open world action RPG. Surprise, surprise. I mean, in a way, for some people, I could see this being a bit of a surprise simply because of the fact that there was so much talk of MMO and doing this live service, which is still possible, by the way. But at the very least, I think this confirms they are, in fact, working on a game that is very much in the same vein as Hogwarts Legacy. Now, I also have to be fair and point out that nowhere does it confirm this is Hogwarts Legacy 2. All it says is that this is the team behind that game, and they're making a new open world action RPG, but it's kind of like wink wink, the team that created Hogwarts Legacy. Like, we're not going to come out and say it's Hogwarts Legacy 2, but it's probably Hogwarts Legacy 2. Can-do approach and ability to perform under the pressure of AAA development. Passion for PC and console video games and an eye for quality of experience on the sticks. Open world RPG development experience running mission teams. This is under nice to haves. So that was senior producer right there. Does this one right here, producer, does it say anything about that? Yep, it does indeed, man. Join the team who created Hogwarts Legacy, comma. Kids in your English classes, this is why commas are so important. I had to pull these up in a side-by-side view just to make sure I wasn't going crazy. So over here we have senior producer. Over here on the right, we have the regular producer one. And I want you to note here, it's almost exactly the same line. This one right here, though, has a comma and then on a new open world action RPG. This one has joined the team who created Hogwarts Legacy, comma, a new open world action RPG. So when you read this one, it almost sounds like a new open world action RPG is actually applying to Hogwarts Legacy, which would mean that it's outdated information. This one, however, the fact that it has comma on a new open world action RPG says something completely different, which we just talked about. I mean, I think that is essentially confirmation, unless of course it's just a typo, that they're working on a new action RPG. So you can see here as we scroll through, there are some slight differences just in the wording of these two. But for the most part, these are very similar listings here. Experience developing open world RPG games or action/magical combat games, a plus. All right, so yes, I'm still sticking with we can't 100% say that it's Hogwarts Legacy. However, this seemingly confirms that it will have action and magic combat, which all but confirms that it has to be at least something set in the wizarding world of Harry Potter, whether it's Harry Potter or whether it's Hogwarts Legacy. Who knows until we get official confirmation. All right, the next job listing here. Wait a second, that's not a job listing. Those are our Tier 3 Phoenix members who help make videos like this possible. Thank you so much to The Flash, Martin, Savage, Khaleesi, and Dylan. And then finally, we have an associate artist technical here. Yep, join the team behind the blockbuster open world action RPG Hogwarts Legacy as we create what's next. But then they also have this line about the high profile AAA title right here as well. What do you guys think, man? Confirmation that they're working on Hogwarts Legacy 2?